Alright guys, gals, lamalettes, I screwed that one up. We're just going to move on. I'd appreciate it if you'd let that one slide. But I have a box. I have the 12 by 8 by 4 club. No, actually, what I've got here is TacPack, and I'm opening it from this way because I don't feel like screwing around with a shipping label for 20 minutes trying to get it off. We got TacPack because Kevin is awesome. Thanks to awesome fire guy Kevin, who this is his box. We got a couple people who do this, who order the box and have it sent here. A few have it sent here, and then we unbox it and then we send it on. Kevin is cool because Kevin likes to, well, I don't know if he likes to come pick it up or he just doesn't like waiting for me to send it. Either way, we get to hang out in the shop every once in a while and just BS and stuff, and Kevin's cool. So, opening today, one of the Boba Fett remodel knives. This is the Buck 715. This is the one that I did, which is like the undistressed Boba Fett colors. And I don't know if you can see that kind of screwed up a little bit, but anyway, so we're going to use the Buck 715, which has a really nice kind of shape to it for a Boba Fett knife. But it's, there we go. We'll be revisiting all of the Boba Fett knives later on down the line. So TacPack, as I so often do remind you guys, if you're not into shooting, TacPack is probably not for you. Honestly, it is not a survival-related box. It is not an outdoors box. It is centered around shooting, primarily. I mean, honestly, primarily around two platforms, AR-15s and Glocks, but they throw some other stuff in the mix. And there is often some things that can be used for other purposes. But that's really, I mean, that's primarily what we're going to see in here. Is going to be a lot of AR and Glock related stuff with some other stuff thrown in the mix, like AR. Wow, that's a heavy beast. What else we got? Let me get everything out of the box, then we'll go over it all. All right, now this is the TacPack Premium. This is TacPack Plus. So this includes an additional high-value item that the regular TacPack doesn't come with. And I think that so far we've kind of liked the Plus item that's come in the box. So what do we have here? We have a sticker for Adaptive Tactical, and it's a 25% off code for Adaptive Tactical. That's cool. That's actually kind of cool to, you know, put a sticker. I mean, I'm not going to put the sticker on it. Well, it's not my sticker, so I couldn't. But even if it was my sticker, I probably wouldn't put the sticker anywhere. I might put it on the mat. I'm lying. Now that I've started doing that, I might put it there, but I'm not going to put this one anywhere. But there we go. That's a cool sticker. Oh, Ethan would love this for about 5 minutes and then totally forget about it. But just because it's Jurassic Park, it's TacPack. That's cool. I wonder if they ever face any kind of copyright stuff for some of the stickers they do. Seriously. But that's pretty nifty. I like that one. So let's take a count here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Five items. And then we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, well they got the Jurassic stickers and then the hat, which is sitting on my lap. Because I just put it on my lap. Yeah. So we'll get to all this. So the TacPack hat. Okay. Forgot about the hat, the range cap. So we're gonna go over everything in order, and I'll make some room. And I will also I'll also come out and say, guys, I know a lot. I know a little about a lot of stuff, but I am not the foremost expert on the civilian firearms market, and we've proven that over and over. So I do highly encourage you, if I say something wrong, stupid, or only partially correct, please do jump in and correct me. It's happened more than once on TacPack because I'm still, you know, I know my military stuff very well, and that's where I learned all about firearms related things, but as we have seen, it doesn't always translate over. So I still need education on civilian firearm stuff, and I am not afraid to say it. So please do, if I get something wrong about this, just jump in. Sorry, hit the microphone. Jump in the comments and let me know what I've gotten wrong this time, and what the correct information is. So we're starting with the JE Machine Armor's Deluxe Wrench. All right. Now, I have learned, working at Patriot Armory and Coatings, that assembling, and I don't mean field stripping, and I don't mean just taking down your upper and lower receiver. I mean, like, taking the upper and lower receiver apart. I mean, like, actually building an AR requires some interesting tools. You know, your castle nut wrench, putting the barrel on, and depending on what kind of handguard you're using, all sorts of brands have different kinds of tools and everything to secure that on and everything. This one even has, I think I just read that it has a muzzle brake wrench and everything. So this is interesting. So this is what, a kind of like a one size fits all. I'll tell you, it is heavy. Yeah, with all its essential features. It's the ultimate tool to build. All right, maintain and customize your AR. Now, there are not too many situations where you need to remove your buffer tube, or you need to actually strip off your barrel, and that, I can't think of the word right now, but that assembly that screws on and secures your barrel into the bore nut. Is that what? I can't remember the actual, like, again, so that's not normal military stuff, that's armor level stuff. But, you know, there's not a whole lot of call to do that. You know, if you're totally breaking the entire rifle down for some heavy deep cleaning, or to change out, like for a new barrel, you would do that. If you're changing out like a brand new stock, or you're, like I said, just breaking it down for like some heavy deep cleaning. But there's not a whole lot of call to take those things off once they're on. If you're building a new platform, obviously you need the tools to do that. Changing your muzzle brake, I could see you doing more often than changing your actual barrel. You know, unless you're a very competitive shooter, a very heavy shooter, and you need to change your barrel and stuff like that. But better to have a tool and not need it than to need a tool and not have it, right? I mean, I think we all understand that. Now, I don't like that they don't put prices on here anymore, but this does seem to have a whole lot of stuff. Darren's tools in the shop have attachment points for torque wrenches, so you can get the specific poundage of, you know, torque, and do it all very precisely. Doesn't mean you actually need it, but, you know, it's a professional way to do it. But this is still, I think, pretty cool to have. If this is a useful tool to you. If you are not going to be servicing your own rifle to that level, or not building your own rifles, I mean, this is going to be a very nice looking paperweight. Or you can throw it around your workshop so people think you are that cool and you do that kind of work. But it also comes with a sticker, so there you go. You know, so if you do that work, great. If you don't do that work, make people think you do, and then have them ask you to build you stuff, and you're like, make a million excuses why you can't. I don't know. But, I mean, definitely a good tool to have. I don't know how it compares to other ones on the market. I'm sure there are viewers smarter than me that will chime in and let us know. I'm just going to put it over here. This is not don't like it. This is just, I'm going to put it over here. The Adaptive Tactical Skeleton Grip. Now, this is something I can actually comment on. Yay. It's a lightweight tactical grip. Does it say how much it actually weighs? One-piece frame design, non-conductive material. Weight. 2.65 ounces. Okay. Now, is it really that much lighter than a regular pistol grip? I don't know. I mean, I kind of, you know, comes with the hardware to install it, great. I kind of feel like mine is more, I mean, what I have is more comfortable, and I don't think it weighs that much more, honestly. Obviously, you're not going to store anything in this, so I don't think you're saving that much weight by having this. I think you're going to put this on if you think it looks cool more than anything. And again, they don't say how much it costs. So there are inside the box, which is nice if you need it, instructions. This is one of the easiest things to do. Well, I shouldn't say that, everybody, but I mean, this is a relatively easy thing. You just got to be careful of that detent and the spring that's in there when you're changing it out. But I think there are better grips. I don't think that this is the most comfortable. I don't like the way my fingers personally fall into these things. I don't know. I'm sure there are people that really love this, though. This is just, it's probably something that I think is more tactical than tactical. And, this would definitely be a meh for me. I mean, whatever. Century Tough Cloth. Okay, now, moving on. I have used Tough Cloth and Tough Glide for a long time. And I'm not going to open this. I'm going to leave this perfectly closed. I have two of these. One still sealed and one that I use. This stuff does work very well for protecting. I use it on all sorts of carbon steel all the time. It works. It absolutely works. Is it food safe? I don't know. It contains mineral spirits. No, it's not. But maybe I wouldn't use it on a food knife. But I'm telling you, this stuff, you wipe it down. It's got impregnated with a liquid, and it on a micro level gets into the metal. I've never used it for cleaning or lubrication. I use it for protection, this Tough Cloth, and it works very, very well. And then you put it back in the pouch. It's got the sticky thing here. You close it. You can use it for a long. I've never had one go dry on me, but if it does, you can actually get the tough. You can put Tough Glide on it, and re-wet the cloth and everything. It's pretty good stuff. I like this a lot, and that's all I'm going to say about it. It's cool stuff. Definitely is a good item to have. Let's see. Moving on. The range cap. Your new favorite piece of apparel to wear to the range. Enjoy. So where did I just put that hat? See, this is typical me. Only I could have something directly in front of my face and just a few minutes later have no idea where I put it. No clue. And since I'm always talking about mental health and stuff like this, this actually is a symptom that goes along with anxiety and PTSD. Just so you guys know. Or we could just say I have the world's shittiest short-term memory, but no, it actually is a thing. So, okay, here it is. So this hat, now I have a green one of these hats from way long ago. I mean, when I first tested it, oh God, that's terrible. Look at that off-centerness. Well, the green one I have is better than this. But so way back in 2015, 16, when I first checked out TacPack and decided I didn't like it, one of the items they sent was a green one of these hats. And I still have it. And it is cool because there's this logo on the patch panel, and then you can put whatever else you want on it. And I have like an American flag on it. I don't know where the hat is right now. But so this is just a gray one. But I mean, that's terrible QC right there. That's not even remotely parallel. One size fits most. It's made in China. Big deal. I mean, go figure. It does have TacPack on there, but whatever. It feels like the same quality hat that we got once upon a time. And you know what? Besides the fact that this is completely off, this is killing me. This is that's killing. But whatever. I hate that they're considering this an item. Although maybe it's a freebie. I don't know. This should not be an item. Whenever a company, I've said this a million times, when they send out their own branded stuff, it should be a freebie. But having an extra hat is cool. Especially if it's got a patch panel on it. I still would have to put this in don't like it because A, this horrific mistake there, and B, it's billboarding for the company, and you guys know how I feel about that. But there you go. Put another patch on it, and there it is. I don't know how much they're actually saying it's worth or how much it would cost, but I don't like that would be like an item of value in the box. Moving on, Cleanse Oil Essentials Kit. I don't know what Cleanse Oil is. I've never used Cleanse Oil. I probably won't because I am all on to Bortec. Darren has... Bortec is a local company right here in Pennsylvania. I've been to their headquarters and production facility, and sorry. Start over. They are awesome. Their products are amazing. And I've done the test where I've cleaned with my regular stuff and gotten what I consider to be clean, and then taken their stuff and then like cleaned again and seen how much more actual crap came out of the barrel. So what is in this little cleaning set? Now I'm not talking shit about anybody else's product. I'm talking about what I have seen actually works really well. And I mean, they have like a whole chemist lab. I mean, they're like really all natural stuff. You guys should check out Bortec if you haven't seen it. So what do we have here? Cleanse Oil, Field and Range, cleans, protects, lubricates, prevents rust. And this is Field and Range, veteran founded, veteran owned. I like that. I mean, that's cool. But what is this? Are these different products or like what? So Field and Range bottle, Field and Range pump sprayer. So this is basically the same thing. One's in a pump sprayer, one's in a bottle. Okay. Synthetic gun grease. Here's the problem that I've learned using grease. If it's not applied properly, it becomes a magnet for dirt and dust and stuff. And I think most of you guys that shoot know that you use your lubricants very sparingly because some lubricants, most lubricants, not all, but most lubricants, things do get stuck to it. And that's why it's, you think back in the days in basic training where, drill sergeants and the RSOs actually like spray, like with a giant bottle, spray CLP into your rifle when you're on the range. And once you gain any experience, you're like, God, no wonder it took so long to clean those things. They're spraying like dirt and grime magnet in there, like, because too much. There is such a thing as too much. Anyway, I've used fluorinated grease on some knives, and those are the ones that I had to break apart and clean the most, because while on the one hand it's a good lubricant that stays in place, on the other hand it does attract a lot of stuff. So I am not, again, I want to come out and say I'm not saying anything negative about this product because I've never used it, but I have used grease related products before, and they tend to collect a lot more dirt than others. This is awesome. This is just like the cleaning brush that's in the standard M16 cleaning kit. So that's cool. We get some Q-tips with the pointy sides. You can buy these pretty cheap on Amazon though. And then a microfiber cloth for cleaning. Okay. I have no idea how much this set costs. It's got, I mean, you can put this stuff together, the accessories, fairly cheap on like Amazon or whatever else. But again, I have no idea what the quality of this product is. I don't know if it's, let's see. See, I'm looking for something that says like it's all natural, that it's, allow 2 to 5 minutes for product to break down contaminants, use brush and tools as needed, wipe away excess. I'd love to know exactly what's in this stuff. If any, again, folks out there that are smarter than me, and there are tons of you out there that are smarter than me when it comes to this stuff, let me know how this works. Have you used it? Do you like it? Have you used it and then, come back to it? Have you used it and gotten away from it? Have you used it and never left it? What do you think? What am I thinking of? What is the word on Cleanse Oil? I don't know. I don't know. Never ever used it. We already looked at the Jurassic Park sticker, and now the plus item is the EOS Thresher Self-Defense Fixed Blade. They say it's got a value of $220. It's funny how that's the only item they put a value on. Interesting that's how they do it. We don't often see knives in TacPack, and that's cool because, I'm into knives. So this brand I'm not familiar with. I just did a quick look to see what these things are going for. And yeah, you know, I think that they say it's the Thresher. Now is this, I keep seeing listings for the mini Thresher. What do we have here? Does this blade length 3.25? This says CPM M4. This says CPM 3V. Those are two very different blade steels. So, interesting packing and fire starting material. That'll break a window or somebody's temple. We like temple smashers. Tech lock, set up right now for scout carry along, you know, the back basically, but it looks like it can move. That's nice. This also, I don't know if you're gonna be able to see that. The blade also says CPM M4, not 3V. Now, I'm not complaining because M4 is a fine blade steel. M4 is tough. One of my favorite knives of all time, the Benchmade Contigo, the 810, is an M4 blade steel. I mean, that is tough, rugged steel. So, you know, what 3V is also a very tough steel, but I mean, M4 I'm really into. Well, I'm just trying to find online, you know, one of these things in M4. So I can, you know, price check. And I can't seem to find one. All the ones that are, you know, 3V, the price kind of checks. You know, I'm not finding one for every once in a while there's one that's just maybe $10 cheaper or so. There are some that are more expensive. But I don't see one that's I don't see one in M4, so I don't know if this is like a special edition for TacPack or what. Now, when we talk about a dagger style knife, this is not, in my opinion, this doesn't have a lot of utility in it. This is a sticker. This is for poking people. And they say it's a self-defense knife, so, you know, that's what they say. It is a self-defense fixed blade. Handle is a little small for my big hands, but it actually has, you know, it's interesting. It has a nice little feel. It says it's got a titanium backspacer, and I'm assuming that this is the titanium because we can see here that this is a solid. I mean, basically almost full tang. I mean, they add the titanium backspacer on there and it would be full tang, but let's see. I am actually a little impressed because very often daggers are not very well finished along the cutting edge because a dagger, you know, its purpose is I'll cut you, you know, I'll stab you. So it's got a very refined point, and then not very well refined edges. But this seems to be pretty good. And although it's kind of tricky in the light to see, you do have. You don't actually. I lied. It's not the point is not even with the center line of the blade exactly, but. It's the kind of thing that only I would notice. But bevels are even. So it is kind of a cool knife for those who collect this kind of thing. Daggers have different legal ramifications in different places. I mean, it's not the kind of thing that I would carry around. Getting it back in that Kydex. That is some tough Kydex. Holy shite. I don't know. I'd rather have a good solid, you know, drop point or Warncliffe or something than this. But it's interesting. I've never heard of the brand. I like the steel. G10 is nice and grippy. I'm wondering if maybe Kevin would let me switch this out with a more practical knife so I can hold on to this and maybe do a follow-up video and a little bit of testing on how well this steel is treated and everything. It's up to you, Kevin. I don't know how prone you are to carry something like, it's New Jersey. I have to imagine this would be like a 10-year jail sentence, based on some of their laws. But yeah, I don't know. You let me know, Kevin. I would be happy to swap this out with a fixed plate or folder that is much more practical for you and possibly less illegal. And if you would let me hold on to this, I'd like to do some follow-on testing, just to see how well the steel is heat treated and all that stuff. And I don't know how it's gonna be at the end of that, but not the greatest knife for, everyday carry, not at all, but it's an interesting knife. I don't know. I wonder how they ended up with this. Kind of fits with, TacPack, kind of. I don't know. I'm not sure how I feel about the knife. I really want to mess with it a little bit. But anyway, there's a code if you guys want to use it. Check out what else they have. Interesting. I don't know. I'm kind of meh about this particular box. Stuff I really wouldn't use. A hat. Probably really wouldn't use that. And I think most, unless you're, like I said, really serious about your ARs, most people probably wouldn't use this. There's one item in this box, were it mine, I would really use. I don't know. Now, TacPack has had some cool stuff and some on-the-fence stuff before. I don't know. This is the first box since I started really re-looking at TacPack that I've just been like, meh. I'm not sure. What do you guys think? What is your opinions? I mean, and again, coming from like the real avid shooters in the group, what do you guys think? Are any other subscribers looking at this very excited about it, or very meh, or very pfft? Anybody in the middle at meh? I'd love to know. So, I am going to send Kevin a very special patch to put on there, one that he's not going to find anywhere else. And thanks. One that hopefully can hide that horrible off-centeredness. But anyway, thanks, Kevin, for the box, and I hope that you enjoy everything that's in it. Let me know if you're willing to do a swap for that knife so I can do some testing on it and everything. And if not, no hard feelings, of course, because how can I complain? Anyway, thanks, Kevin, and thanks all of you. I'm really looking forward to seeing your opinions on the box and everything that's in it. And so remember that you guys are all absolutely awesome. I appreciate every single one of you. And I'll be back again real soon.